Hey, welcome to my library. This is Justy on my left, and Pearl on my right decided to join me at the last minute just before I began recording this. But let's do it. As you know, in the beginning of my book, I list its 12 most important threads. These threads will become vivid and utterly believable once you attain the system's mindset. We've reviewed the first 4. Now, here's the 5th. From the book, and I quote, "What dysfunctional primary system is pervasive in business and personal life? It's one-on-one and group communication protocols, including frequencies, speed, encapsulation, direction, and tools. The stupendous news? Bad communication is quickly repaired, and the return on investment is astonishing." End quote. In Chapter 18, I provide an overview of the basics of how I communicate with my management staff and how those managers communicate with their people. And Appendix G really gets down to the nuts and bolts. Our special emphasis on the actual down and dirty mechanics of our communications protocols, the actual primary system and its subsystems, is the reason we operate so efficiently and therefore so profitably. At the end of Chapter 18, Hypercommunications Grease for the Wheels, I wrote this real-world illustration. It's about construction tradesmen, but applies to any situation. And I quote, "In this world of framers, plumbers, electricians, roofers, and concrete professionals, there is an interesting commonality among the inexperienced. It is difficult to communicate with them. Phones go unanswered, messages are left with no return calls forthcoming, and or voicemail boxes are full. The subcontractor has gone missing. One has to wonder how these people stay in business, and I know for sure that most of them don't. The dysfunctional communication system is a reflection of the new subcontractor's chaotic business methodology, in which he or she is so wrapped up in doing the work and reactionary fire killing that insidious inefficiency goes undetected as it quietly devours profits." It's a profound error of omission in which potential and paying customers are relegated to the bottom of the priority list. End quote. That's just crazy, don't you think? My strong advice, 2 things. First, if you have a contractor or a tradesman or really any other service provider, or even just an acquaintance who treats their communications as critically important, do what you need to do to make that person a personal friend, if not a colleague. You want them in your life. Second, and maybe more importantly, what about you? How are your communication tools and protocols? If you're new to the system's mindset, it's my recommendation you perfect your communication systems immediately. Now, in the beginning, it's perhaps the most potent system improvement you can make as you start to get your head above water. In next week's Systems Mindset session, I'll talk about the brutal, real truth of the following pithy observation that you've heard over and over again. Here it is. Everything happens for a reason. That's true enough, but there is way, way more to it than meets the eye. See you next time.